Welcome to our republic. It's another wonderful evening with a cup of coffee in my raccoon mug, and we have a couple more people coming to our village to be welcomed into town. Really has been a cozy, pleasant little game that I've enjoyed. Played a few minutes, and then that turned into a couple hours, and here we are. All right, so what do we got here? Welcome to town. We have a man and we have a woman. We'll pause the game here. We'll welcome both of them. We're going to give them the ceremonial naming because I have to give them my own names. I think probably by the time I get done playing this game, I will have named a villager after pretty much every living person that I've ever known because, that's kind of what I'm doing. And it's amazing because what I did was I made a list of people who I know or have known, and then I just checked them off the list as I use those names. Uh, and the interesting thing is that it's amazing how many people you know in your life, but then you kind of forget them, And then they just go about their business. You go about your business. Life goes on. And you forget them. You just try to remember their names. You forget people's last names. It's kind of crazy, really. All right. So what do we got here? Well, we just made a farm and we put out some sheep and we started making clothing from wool. And looks like we have quite a bit of cloth there. But hold up. Let's take a look here because I think I overlooked something important. Because that was a weaver hut, and they're making cloth, but they're not making clothing. They're just making cloth. I don't think we're actually making clothing yet. Tailor's workshop. That's what we need. We need a tailor's workshop. So where are we going to put this? Do we want to put it right next door? Just like plop it right there next to the weaver's house? We could do that. Or we could put it out here. Like the sheep don't need all that space, right? So I think what I'll do here is we're going to get a little creative. And I'm just going to make a line like that. And then I'm going to go to my tailor workshop. Where is he at? There we go. And we're going to plop it here. Right. But that red line will prohibit the workers from walking across there, so we're not going to wind up having a path being cut through this little pasture area, because I want that to stay grassy. And then, meanwhile, we're going to go back to decorations, and we'll actually plant a few trees. And then we'll do a few flowery plants. I guess every time I build a plant, that little dialog box stays there. Which is fine, but not ideal. I mean, it doesn't bother me really that I have to close the box every time. But really it ought to disappear. As soon as I hit build, that button ought to disappear. It should just, that dialogue should go away. But, small potatoes. Because it's just a little bit weird that if I don't actually remember to close it, then I'll wind up with a bunch of these little dialogue boxes there. Alright. Well, no big. It's all going according to plan. Builder Ken is assigned. Lord knows where he's at. Where's Ken? Where's Ken? Ken, where are you? What are you doing? Are you going over here to build? Get that building built, Ken. Get it done. Alright, there we go. He's got his hammer out. He's building. I don't know how it all works. You are sitting there pounding the dirt, and the rafters are going up on the 3rd floor. I don't know how that works, but you know, it's one of those things you just don't have to question it. It's all right. And now we're going to assign a tailor. We have a tailor employed, and now we're going to have clothing. And the clothing is going to be sold here at the market. And you know, let's I was going to say let's name the market, but you know what? I don't have anything in mind. I could call the market Walmart. Or not. Let's see. So now we should have clothing being made. Let's go to the book and see what sort of progression options we have. We're sitting at 32 prosperity. We'll unlock more things we can do once we get to 50. We can unlock right now contractual wage edict. Decrease the cost of every mandate by 50%. And we can unlock farming. So, well, I don't know. We definitely should start farming. I'm sure we should start farming. And we need to start tooling as soon as we can. That's important. But we're not there yet. So, 32 prosperity, and then under edicts and privileges. What is this? We can enable an edict by assigning them an empty slot. Progress to acquire your first edict. Alright, so we don't have any edicts. And I think edicts are something we would... no, those are mandates. Mandates are created here in the town hall. Meanwhile, it looks like... Oh, I see. There's a construction cost. So we're not really in the red. It just looks like we're in the red because we were building things. That's all it is. We have $632. Oh, that's nice. Little view from up on the hill there. And here's a quest: advice and enacting an edict. So it's going to tell us a bit about that. I've agreed to learn how edicts work by purchasing and enabling one. Acquire contractual wage edict in the book, and then enact contractual wage. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. That'll be what we need to do. We'll go back over there to progression. Where was that? And then it's under common path and there, contractual wage edict. All right, good. And now, how do we enact contractual wage? We have to go over here to edicts and privileges, right? Okay, and then we go to empty slot, and now we can enable that edict. Decrease the cost of every mandate by 50%, and decrease the time of every mandate by 50%. Okay, so that's just a buff. You enacted your first edict. Once set, edict and privileges can only be revised using the corresponding bailiff's mandates. All right, so then we'd change that by going over here, select mandate, and then if we wanted to, we could go here to revise one edict, and that would take that away. If we had another edict available, we could switch it for something else, I'm guessing. Now, I wonder, what does it mean to prospect a mineral deposit in proximity? Like, does that mean that we'd be able to unlock it, basically? I'm assuming. But that doesn't unlock the land around it, so I shouldn't prospect a nearby deposit if I haven't actually purchased the land where it is, should I? Is that a mineral deposit? I don't know. But I think if I go to visibility and then I click minerals, now see that does show them. So we have minerals here. We have minerals there. We have more berries and we have more stone over here. Oh, we can toggle territory boundaries. That's nice. I was wondering about that because it's kind of obnoxious to see the edge of our land. Like, I kind of like to see it, but then I don't necessarily always want to see it. So that's cool. You can toggle that one on and off. Fertility. Okay, so we have a lot of great fertile green land here. Almost seems like all of the wide open spaces are fertile, so don't really have to worry about that. Now, can we expand? We can. We can buy another territory. So what do we want to do? Do we want to buy that? Mineral deposits are present. I think we will. We should get that because we need to figure out what these big rocky outcroppings are all about. I'm assuming that those are much more important than these little tiny piles of rock that we've been depending on up to this point. So we are going to... No, well, no, I don't want to... Oh, we did. We purchased it. Okay, so we're good. We'll turn off the fertility, or not fertility, the mineral highlight. There we go. All right. So we have only 19 berries. So our next thing we need to do is we need to produce food because we can't have everybody dependent on these 4 or 5 berry bushes here. That's not sustainable at all. So wheat farm it is. Now I could put the wheat farm right there in the middle of town. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Let's try to do that. We're gonna try it. And this is our first wheat farm being built, so it'll be interesting to kind of see how that goes. Alright, so we're going to plop it quite close to these other buildings. And that looks alright to me. And then I'm going to go to the paintbrush and see about I was going to see if I draw a farming area, but I guess maybe I have to wait until after it's built. Let's see. Is there anything else we should be building? Probably a windmill. Because if we don't build a windmill and we don't build a bakery, there's not really any point at all in having the wheat farm, right? So we're going to build the windmill, and it's going to be right here on the water. Maybe. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to put it right here. Yeah. Because the windmill shouldn't be, like, behind these houses. It should be out to where the wind can kind of come at it. That looks better. So it's going to go right there. And then we have to build a bakery. And the bakery could go right here. And I don't know if people like to live next to the bakery, but you know what? We're going to just do that. We're going to put the bakery there because... too bad, you know? If you don't want to live by the bakery, that's your problem. I can think of worse places to have to live by. Now, it looks like these folks don't have... they don't have a centralized well, so we should build a well, because the bakery's going to need it. And I know these other people are going to want a well. And then, since I'm thinking about it, let's put another well out here too. We'll put it right there. It's a nice little place for it to go. Looks great. All right. Well, now we have a whole lot of things going on, and we have only 106 coins. So we better start producing something. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. Alright, so let's look at trade, resources, and trade routes. Here we go. So we can say what sort of things we're able to sell for what. So we can sell planks, we can sell polished stone, and we can sell berries. So let's look at polished stone and sell above. Yeah, we'll say 20, okay? Anything over 20 for polished stone will sell, and that's going to help us make a little bit extra money. because we have one additional commodity that we're willing to put up for sale. Berries seem to be a bit of a premium, so we're not going to sell more berries, but we have plenty of wood planks. And we already have put that up for sale. Anything over 10 can be sold. Anything over 10 berries can be sold. So we have 3 resources for sale. Do we have anybody unemployed right now? Yes, we have 5. We have 5 people who are unemployed, which is great. Now we can paint a crop field. Okay, perfect. So that's what I was looking at before wanting to do and wasn't quite sure. Okay. And I think we'll do, yeah, something a bit like that would be just fine. And we'll assign 3 farmers. I guess we need to trim that down a little bit because we have a path there. Don't want to draw on top of the path. I don't know how fine-tuned we need to be, but we'll just yeah, we'll expand that just a little bit. Yeah, that looks all right. Oh, look, they're making another path. We need 20 tools to finish the windmill has got all the resources it needs. The bakery there needs another 20 tools to finish. So let's take a look at our resource menu again, and we'll go down to tools. And this time we're going to say buy until inventory reaches 20, because we do need 20 of them. One thing I was thinking about that would kind of add to maybe the challenge and to the beauty of our town is, as we expand, to start to think a little bit more about trying to make some areas of the town look a little bit more like a regular city. To actually have city blocks of sorts. We have a lot of hills, but if we expanded out here, like to this big open space, we could have a few rectangular blocks. It would be like a normal city grid. That'd be kind of cool to, I guess, break up the randomness with a little bit more of a disciplined grid. And they've made the path so they can get to the windmill by going right between those buildings. It's kind of interesting how they don't need a lot of space to kind of weasel in between. I wonder if I have to take the residential zone away in order for the farm to show up there. Because I don't have any I don't have any wheat field yet. So Gary, who's supposed to be farming, just is wandering around town on his free time, and he stepped into the chapel to pray a little bit. And now what's he doing now? He went to hang out at home, I'm thinking. Yep, he revived his comfort level by going home. He's still at home. Alright, he's got rested up, he's coming out. Now what are you doing, Gary? You're walking around what should be your farm. Where are you going? Are you going to go in? Okay. You went in there. So now he's working. I wonder if the area there is too small. Is that what it is? Let's go. We'll paint another crop field out here just to see. Because I really don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if... Like, was my crop field too close to the town? Too close to the residents? Or what? See, it doesn't seem like it matters. I can have a farm field located inside a residential area, I'm thinking. Let's speed up the game a bit and see what happens. Farm state is resting. Our bakery's almost constructed. Oh, there we go. There we go. So it looks like our farm field was fine. It just had to wait, I guess, one more season. Because now, there we have it. We have the field being made there. And it is filling up that whole area. Didn't mean to erase. I wanted to add. I think I accidentally erased the field. There we go. They're coming back. Oh yeah, that looks real nice. We're going to fill up that whole little area. That's very nice. I like it. I was going to say, I don't really need a road sign there, but I think I'll put a berry plant there for decoration. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so now we're in business. We have 2 millers assigned to the windmill. We have no bakers. So I suppose I should we'll take Christine. Christine's not going to be working at the windmill. She's going to be working at the bakery instead. And now, we have another newcomer coming to town. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice. We've got a whole bunch of newcomers just standing around. They're going to leave if I don't catch them and recruit them. So, that's Thorette. That's going to be... We're going to call her Gabby. And she is going to be... that's going to be Heather. And this is going to be Marisol. And now we have 3 more people in our town. Excellent. And unpause the game. We can now assign another person to the bakery and another person to the windmill. The wheat farm is fully staffed. This warehouse, though, needs workers. So now we have 1 transporter assigned to this warehouse, so it will be able to function. I think that warehouse is the only thing that's not fully staffed right now. Look at all those sheep. I don't really need any more. That's the perfect number of sheep. How many do we have? 3, 6, 7, 8. I think we have 9. The wheat's being harvested. I like how the wheat looks. Looks pretty nice. Well, look at that. There's 3 newcomers. As far as I can tell, nobody has children. That's just not a thing. That's not a thing in Foundations. All of the villagers are immigrants. This is a game of immigration, not of family creation and childbearing. That's not what this is about. And I'm all right with that. I'm fine with that. I do like it that you have absolute control over the size of your population. You don't get any more people if you don't ask for them. Because quite often in games like this, where you do have people continuing to have their families and reproduce and things, you wouldn't be able to kind of just, pick a certain population size and then manage your workers, because they're going to continue to grow regardless of what you do. And now we have all 4 transporters assigned to the warehouse. Our budget's doing just fine. Oh look, a courier requests an audience. I didn't even notice him. What's he want? Improving trades with Northbury. Thanks to your increasing trades, a large number of folks are now looking to settle in Northbury. Yet the village struggles to feed the extra workforce and asks if you could send them much-needed bread. Well, if we spend 10 labor influence, and we have 10, we can upgrade the trade route with Northbury, and that'll allow us to sell bread. So yes, we will do that. I had only 10 influence, and I spent them all. Your neighbor thanked you for the resources. They promised that soon the goods of your village will be flowing right into their markets. Good. That'll be just in time, because now that we're producing flour, we'll soon be producing bread. I want to actually change this. Oh. Well, that warehouse is my bad, because what I need is another feed storage building. A granary. I suppose it would make sense to to put the new granary next to the windmill. Let me look at my other granary. How does that work? Put it there. That'll be all right. Villager path is blocked. So what? Where is this blocked villager path? I think it has something to do with this granary over here. Like I put it too close to something. Like they're still getting to it. Not quite sure. I think I'm partially blocking that granary with the water. Like it was too close to the water or something like that. We'll see how this one looks. Maybe I don't know if I need to demolish that other granary and then rebuild it, because every so often I get that message popping up that says that the villager path is blocked. See, there it is again. If I go to logs, it doesn't say where the villager path is blocked. But here it says Hugin could not reach the granary. Somebody couldn't reach the granary. Various people couldn't reach the granary. I think the problem is that this is the front door, and the front door is facing the water. So, like, they can get to it partially, but not entirely. We'll see how they interact with this one, and I'll get a better feel for it. We'll assign 2 bread, 1 berry, and 1 fish. Well, actually, oh, we can store wheat and flour. Yep, so we'll do 2 bread, 1 flour, 1 wheat. And welcome our newest guests. So I want to demolish this granary and rebuild it. But I want to empty it out first because I don't want to lose food. So we're going to switch one of these bread slots to a fish slot. That's going to allow these 100 fish that are in the other granary to be moved. And then I can demolish this granary and rotate it around so it's not quite as close to the water, or maybe the front door is facing the other direction. There we go. Eric just grabbed all those fish. And now we destroy that building. Now, see, there's those little arrows, and those little arrows show where everyone accesses the building from. And we want to make sure those arrows are all accessible and not blocked. So, alright, so we're going to build it right there like that. Rebuild it. I think if it's angled the right way, it'll be just fine. Because what I didn't realize is I kind of looked at it and I saw this ladder there, and I guess I thought that this was the front, and in reality the back, what I thought was the back, is actually the front, now that I look at it more closely. And we'll, okay, so we have 4 people assigned to this granary. And there's another newcomer coming. Our 2 unemployed villagers have returned to their workplace after we rebuilt it. I can see we have another newcomer coming up over the top of the hill right now. So cool. You can see him coming off in the distance. Oh no. Where's this new villager going? I'm gonna make her a transporter. See, if I assign this serf to a specific job, and there is a job that's unfilled, then the job automatically will recruit the villager. Pretty cool. Happiness levels are falling. weaver hut is full. So what I need to do here is empty out my stock of planks over here at this warehouse and switch my storage here from planks to cloth. And we have a new house here. It was built quite fine. I like how our little neighborhood is centered around a little farm. It's quite nice. Planks are all gone, so now we can switch our storage type to cloth. There we go. And now we are back to full employment. Oh, no, we had one granary that needs a person. So that'll be perfect. And because we got that new citizen coming over the top of the hill right now. Oh, we got two. You know, I wonder, since housing is now a shortage, if we expand this zone just a little bit, I wonder if they'll build another house here. So I think there's room for one more house to be built there. Fill in our little neighborhood here. We have one unemployed citizen running around, so he could potentially work on building a house too. Flourishing tier has been reached. We reached a new level of prosperity. Awesome. So now we've unlocked tooling, we've unlocked beer production, the luxury market, which sells luxury and luxurious food resource types, sculpture workshop, and we have a couple of new edicts. Careful planning, refund 50% of the tools used after constructing a building part, or sturdy material edict, upkeep of production buildings parts are decreased by 50%. We'll go ahead and unlock the tooling, because that is definitely something we need. Don't want to be buying tools from abroad when we should be manufacturing them here at home. I was hoping that maybe another house would be built here, but it might just be too cramped for that. Looks like that's not what's going to happen. At least not right now. Instead, another house was built out here. I don't really blame them. They want to build houses out here in this nice open space with a view of the meadow. I would want to do that too. It's a nice, pretty meadow there. However, we're gonna stop the development from continuing here. People can build out here if they want to. But we're going to keep that kind of a open field area there. Yeah, there we go. If somebody can squeeze another house right into that area there, I'm okay with it. I think we need to build another market. We're going to see if we can squeeze a market right in there. All right, there we have it. There's another market. Fits right in there. Kind of just tucked it right into that nook. Super cool. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it. We have managed to establish a wheat and bread production chain and a clothing production chain. We've grown to a population now of 63 villagers. In our next episode, I suppose we'll start working on starting to make tools for ourselves. Our village has grown significantly. I don't know if it's big enough to look like a small town yet. Not entirely sure about that, but definitely looks unique. I love how the church sort of dominates the entire village. And I continue to maintain it's really an amazing feeling that even though it's a very small community, it feels quite alive, it feels quite special, it feels quite meaningful. It doesn't feel like any of the things going on in our little town are trivial or inconsequential. It feels really, really cool. And even if I'm not doing anything, it feels nice just kind of looking at it and taking it in. The graphics are bright and cheerful looking. It does give you that sort of a fairy tale village vibe a bit, and you can just sort of imagine living in that little town and getting lost in it. Secret to the extremely large is found in the extremely small. Well, till next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.